Oh my goodness, we have got some more Marvel Legends leaks, and they're actually not coming from myself here at Model Behavior, but no, this time the source is marvelousnews.com. So just to clarify, you can only really call them leaks if they come from Model Behavior. Otherwise, they're just sparkling suggestions. So we have got some sparkling suggestions from Marvelous News. That was a joke, by the way. Don't get angry at me. It's a little riff on champagne and sparkling white wine. You know what I'm talking about, but I was worried that people were about to be like, Model Behavior says the only real leaks come from him. No, I'm kidding. But we do have some sparkling suggestions. So, we've got the second wave of comic book figures coming out. You know what I mean by comic book figures, as in figures that come with the little not comic books. Much to the delight of no one, we're getting a second wave of this garbage. I was going to say I don't get it, but I do get it, because Hasbro Marvel Legends just love doing dumb things. And this is another one. No one, I guarantee you, dollars to donuts, no one for a second said, ooh, these little plastic comic things are really good. I defy you. They have gone straight into everyone's fodder box, because they don't even look like comics. If anything, they look like an iPad that you're reading on Marvel Unlimited on. If you're going to do a plastic comic, then have it opened. Well, no, because then you have to print something on both sides, wouldn't you? Not going to do that. I'm sorry, but what a dumb idea to literally double down on. So here is the second wave of comic book figures that are probably going to be revealed at the September 9th Hasbro Pulse thingamajig. So, according to Marvelous News, we first of all had two reveals. So we've got Wolfsbane. She was shown off a little while ago, and I think that one actually had a comic, like you could see a peek of it. Or if not in her render picture, it was in Rachel Summers. One of them you had a little glimpse of like, oh, this is going to be... it's going to be a comic book wave. Okay. So yes, those are the first two that are most likely going to be incorporated into this wave. But what are the other ones? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. So first of all, we're going to be getting, apparently, a Silver Surfer. And that's kind of annoying, because I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more Marvel Legends, especially at the $28 price point, because bonkers. I just can't justify it. And the problem is, I gotta say, quick rant here as well, if literally that is the only price that they can sell them for because that is how much it costs, or even if they're being philanthropists and they're literally making them, it costs them $28 and they're like, we're pretty much just giving them away, we just want to put them out there, it's just not worth it. It's just what we get is not worth it for that price. They need to find other ways of giving value. Like, how about if it's a comic book wave with comic book accessories, maybe a code to download the actual comic so people can read it. Added value. Or if plastic is super expensive, how about throwing in something extra, like a trading card? Something to make it more worthwhile, because just a single plastic action figure in the mass-produced format that it is, it's just not worth the money. That is the inelasticity. It's not often I get to say that word, and my mouth wasn't quite ready for it. It's the inelasticity of supply and demand. Eventually, you're going to reach a price that the demand just isn't there anymore. It's not there from me. But for Silver Surfer, it's because there are no other comparable Silver Surfers. Mafex, Revoltech, Mezco, no. And I feel like the Silver Surfer that came out with Galactus, that's the one that I have, he's fine. But a better one? I mean, I could be tempted. So, annoyingly, I do kind of like the idea of getting that. Over with the X-Men, apparently we're going to be getting an Astonishing Beast. And this is kind of cool and fits in with some of my leaks, as opposed to sparkling suggestions. I'm going to run with that. So, Astonishing Beast, that could align with the Colossus and Kitty Pryde 2-pack that has been rumored for a long, long time, because it was rumored that was going to be an Astonishing X-Men style Colossus and Kitty. So if we're doing Beast as well, then dang it, Marvel Legends, literally the hat's off to you. I think that's the entire Astonishing team. We got Cyclops, Emma Frost, Wolverine, of course. So yeah, kudos. We will hopefully, if this all comes to pass, have a complete team. And this Beast might actually be worth the $30 price tag, because I'm just going to call it $30. Because he is going to take a lot of unique sculpting if they do him right, because this is the much more beastly version of the Beast. He's more cat-like, more feral. He's got, his own unique X-Men costume. That's going to have to be done from scratch. If it's not, I'll be very impressed as to how you managed to put that one together. So that is a figure that might be an absolute highlight of this line. Astonishing Beast, looking forward to seeing that. Then next on the list, we're going to have, Shadowland Daredevil. So still just point blank refusing to give us a single-carded red costume Daredevil. But maybe they're holding that back for a second wave of Secret Wars figures. I could see that happening. In the meantime, though, we're going to be getting this Shadowland Daredevil, which is always confusing to me because we did get a black costume Daredevil years ago in the SPDR wave on the old Bucky Cat model, remember that? But apparently that's not Shadowland Daredevil. And I knew that before, and I kept on making that mistake. And someone corrected me and said, oh no, that's like the blah-de-blah Daredevil. And I cannot for the life of me remember what the actual precedent for that black costume is, but it's not Shadowland. From what I understand, Daredevil fans, please stop me if I'm wrong, or better yet, correct me. Because I don't know where that older black costume came from, but Shadowland is very, very similar. And it's a fun kind of story, although apparently it wasn't that well received. It's not remembered as a great Daredevil arc, but he comes back to Hell's Kitchen, but he's kind of badass now, and he actually takes over the Hand and runs it as the new kingpin of Hell's Kitchen, and he's brutal, and obviously that brings him into conflict with other Marvel heroes, and it's eventually turned out that he's possessed by this demonic force called the Beast, which then leads into all other stories as well. But yeah, one of those Hal Jordan Parallax type things where it's like, oh, this is brave and bold, the superhero's becoming a villain, and then it's like, gotcha. So yes, a black costume version of Daredevil coming soon as well. Then also, yes, we're getting Yelena Belova. So another Yelena figure, which is just a little bit surprising because we did get the one with the cool spider-looking night vision goggles and the sniper rifle just a couple of years ago. But it seems like we're going to be getting another version of her. I mean, the night vision goggle one, it was a cool look, but it was on the old female body, and it was a very specific Yelena time period kind of look. I'm guessing that maybe this might be a more just generic blonde looking Black Widow, maybe on the hyper posable body. You would hope so, because again, the prices being what they are, you can't nickel and dime everything. You got to give some extra value. So that might be the case. I'm not overly excited for that one, but hey, that might then be the one that ultimately surprises us by being extra special and good. We'll see about that. And I think that's all of them. I'm just going to read a little bit more from Marvelous News to make sure I haven't forgotten anything here. So they're saying it was Walmart that kind of let the cat out of the bag with their listings. It says, these will be available everywhere, including Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, because those are their sponsors. If I'm going to be reading their article, I might as well shout out their sponsors as well. While not officially confirmed yet, yes, they've given the list I gave. So Rachel Summers, Feral, Silver Surfer, Astonishing Beast, Shadowland Daredevil, and Yelena Belova. And 6 worthless little pieces of plastic with a comic book cover printed on them. And also it says, don't forget, yes, this is what I mentioned, Hasbro will have their fan stream on Tuesday the 9th, so in only a couple of days' time. So you can see them officially revealed, if this is the lineup, at that Pulse watch-along. Well, I say watch-along. It'll be a model behavior watch-along, because that's always really fun if I can do that. So fingers crossed, we can all see those revealed together. But folks, what do you think about these sparkling predictions? Do you think they're going to come true? I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, Marvelous News is probably like the go-to source for these kinds of things. So it's a safe bet. But what do you think about the character selections? And what do you think about the comic book accessories? Like, it's better than a Build-A-Figure, right? All right, gang. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep displaying model behavior. I put the camera too far away.